Hey, so a buddy of mine sent me this video actually about TimtheTatman talking about the Battlefield 6 launch and the Battle Royale coming out with it for about a week or two from now. I'm gonna get my full, honest, and unbiased opinions on his thoughts. This is not a video trying to say, oh, he's wrong or COD streamers are ruining Battlefield. Like, I'm not trying to be like that, people. I'm not those type of people. I'm just trying to get my full, unhonest, full, honest, complete, and utter, unbiased, just opinion on what he has to say. If you enjoy this content, though, please drop a like, subscribe, follow for more, and yeah, let's see what he has to say. Floor is yours, Tim. Take it away.
Yo, when BO7 drops, you're going to be playing that over Battlefield? Man, Sean, you're just laying it out there today, huh? Am I going to play BO7 when it drops? Yes. Is that all right?
I will be playing it too.
I plan on playing BO7 when it drops.
Yeah, I will be too. Mainly for zombies, but I'll play it just for
like
a little
over
bit
Battlefield. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about over. I may play them both. You know, may play some BO7.
I'll turn it down a little bit.
May play some Battlefield. I mean, I'll tell you this, man. For me personally, and I know a lot of people are gonna get like really. I'm actually not gonna say it. Never mind.
Okay, so I want to pause right here. So you see what he did, where he's like he wanted to say something, and he just stopped. This is because right now in the gaming space, right, there is this really weird connotation where you can't say anything wrong about Battlefield 6. Otherwise, people call you a COD streamer, or you're a COD fanboy, or you're rooting the game. For example, actually, Ink Slasher, he was doing a video similar to this, right, and he actually pointed out the same thing, right. Like me personally, I just don't see the big deal of it. Play whatever game you like. I don't see the big point.
You know what? I'm not going to get clipped today. Tim, say it. No, I'm excited for Arc Raiders, bro. I'm excited for Arc Raiders.
I gotta play that.
Listen, I understand that people are hey, it's like you got to pick one side of the fence. You on BO7, or you on BF6, and
I totally forgot. I will leave the original video on the video. The original video down in the description of this video. So. Don't make fun of me. I'm sick. Okay, leave it at that.
I will be playing both. Now, I will say this. I'll say it. And this is for me personally. I'm allowed to say this. All right, this is my opinion. I think Battlefield 6 is a very well done shooter, and especially like a Battlefield scale. Everything about it, very fluid. Yeah. All the tanks, everything about it. It's Battlefield. You know what I'm saying? And I think they did a very good job making it a great Battlefield. But for me personally, for replayability's sake, for me, this is not for I'm not telling you have to feel this. I'm not trying to gaslight you into feeling this. For me, for replayability, I'm hoping that the Battle Royale is very good. For me.
Maybe I hope so too, right? If they do it right, because if you played Firestorm on Battlefield 5, it was half baked and really just wasn't all that good. To be honest with you, it was janky. It was missing a couple things, and all around you can just tell it was just unpolished, right? Which I'm so sorry, Tim, for spamming it. But you can tell though it was unpolished, right? So my personal thing is, if it's good, it's good. My only concern is that I hope they don't pull a Call of Duty where that's where a majority of the resources post-launch goes, right? Because it's in a really good space right now. I just hope that doesn't fall into that category.
For replayability, because it's like you, and this is just how I am, bro. It's hard for me, and I've said this about Call of Duty as well. It is difficult for me to just continually just go in and especially without a group of friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm playing by myself, I don't know how long I could sit and actually play Battlefield for, personally. Like, I feel like it's more like a playing with my buddies versus just continually loading into Battlefield by myself. I don't know how to explain that to you. And
some games are like that. Like me personally, the reason why I don't talk much in a lot of my gaming videos is not only to do because I just don't want to overreact and fake react. I'm just so used to playing with myself essentially when it comes to certain video games that it's just kind of second nature to me, right? But there is some games though that I prefer, obviously, with friends and stuff like that, right? But I get where he's coming from though.
And for me personally, I'm very interested, obviously, in the Battle Royale, right?
Which is totally understandable.
I've been
people make fun of him for that, and people say, "Oh, he's ruining, Battlefield." But people have to remember, at the end of the day, that's what he likes. First of all, You can't be mad at him for liking something that he genuinely likes, and B, that's what his content is based on. Sure, he'll go play other games like maybe every now and then, right? Like he had the thing with Rainbow Six a while back, but ultimately that's what he is. He plays Battle Royale, for content. I don't see what the big point of hating on him for that is.
Battle Royale guy, listen, chat,
You can call that D-riding or anything. I don't care. I'm just being completely honest. Like, you're making fun of and hating on the guy for him doing his job. Like, where's the logic in that?
Understand.
Not saying that everybody does it, but like, there's that very loud, vocal part of the internet right now that's been hating on not just him, but literally everybody for very like asinine and really stupid reasons.
What's up, man? I have enjoyed Battle Royales since the beginning of time. All right. And that is Arma 3. Arma 3 BR. I remember playing it for the first time, loving the Battle Royale and the genre and just the storyline, everything about it, versus, it was something completely different versus like if I'm playing Call of Duty and I'm just spawning and dying, right? Just spawn die,
Jeff.
Spawn die. But at the end of the day, man, listen, I know a lot of people in the Battlefield community love Battlefield and they love this game. And I really do think it's a good Battlefield. But for me personally, with replayability, I'm hoping the BR is good. And I understand there's a lot of people that are probably going to be upset. They're like, Battlefield doesn't need a BR. It's a great Battlefield. And I'm glad that you feel that way. And
okay, people are saying that mainly to deal with because, again, Battlefield was in such a bad space, like, for years, right? Like, the last good Battlefield we had was Battlefield 1. Yeah. Battlefield has been in a very weird and pretty bad space since Battlefield 1, right? Like, that was the last good Battlefield game. You went from a really good lineup of Bad Company to Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4 and then Battlefield 1. And then the whole controversy with Battlefield 5 really tanked the image, and then Battlefield 5 as well was just mediocre. And then 2042 was just not what people were looking for, right? So it's been in a really weird spot. So when you have a good game that comes out now that has like an essence and spirit of what made Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 great, people are going to say, oh, it doesn't need that because, again, look at what happened in years with Battlefield. Like, it's been bad. 2042 was bad. 5 was mediocre. Like, you went off from such a great run to a couple of bad games that really tanked the image in the franchise. So now you're at this point where it's like, hey, this is a good game. Let's keep it that way. But another thing, too, though, is that what comes back to Call of Duty. What happened to Call of Duty from my personal standpoint was that Black Ops 3 was the last good one, right? Then you had a bunch of, stinkers. And then MW 2019 introduced Warzone, which Warzone catapulted, into absurd popularity because they rolled off the backs of Fortnite, basically, where Fortnite popularized Battle Royales, right? But over time, though, Battle Royales and the Warzone brand of it took over Call of Duty, and that's what Call of Duty and Activision basically put all their eggs in and put their resources to the point where it basically overshadowed the zombies community as well as the multiplayer community as well as the campaign community, right? That's why you have it towards now people are so fed up with Call of Duty because they're so trying to capture what made Fortnite so great by adding all these Beavis and Butthead skins and Seth Rogen and stuff like that, right? And catering more to how Warzone plays that they totally forgot how to cater and talk to the zombies community and the multiplayer community. I mean, perfect example is Zombies himself, right? Like, Zombies, the HUD is so Warzone-ified, the armor system in Zombies, the way, like, the mini-map is, right? It's so Warzone-ified that's what makes a lot of people so fed up with it, right? So I get where a lot of people are coming from, though, but I just don't think it's right to attack these guys who are basically just saying it. Yeah, their opinions, a lot of these are their opinions about saying, oh, it needs a Battle Royale to succeed. Let's just be real, they're completely and utter terrible because there's a lot of video games out there that are either single player or multiplayer that survived without a Battle Royale. But let's just continue.
If that's the case, you're really enjoying this Battlefield, and that's perfectly fine. But just for myself personally, and I'm not saying they gotta, it's like they don't gotta keep me here. They have a great game, you know what I'm saying? But it's just for me, man. I don't know. And it's kind of a similar thing with Call of Duty. I don't know how it's gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna try to grind the camos this Call of Duty, so that might give me a little bit of an.
I might as well. The only game I really finished all the camos on as of like the modern COD was Cold War. I really didn't have the energy, or just didn't really. No, not Cold War. Sorry, MW3. Yeah, I finished the camos on MW3. I didn't do Cold War because I just fell out of Call of Duty, but yeah, I might do it as well.
An inkling to play the multiplayer a little bit more. Go back to COD, bro. Yeah, and Zombies, bro. Zombies is like, yo, kind of lit. Yo, Tim.
Which I'm thankful the Dark Ether story, Jesus, has been picking up because Black Ops 6 has not been good for the storyline.
I trying so hard not to offend anyone. The Battlefield community is very passionate about their game, and I think that's a good thing, man. But the comment section on a lot of these things, bro, are very upset with almost every streamer I see, genuinely. Bro, I saw
because
the other day
it's mainly just bad takes. Like, that's all it really is, right? Like, it's not nothing to do with, like, oh, we don't want you in the game. It's just a lot of the bad takes you guys have is just bad takes, right? Like, that's all it really is.
I can't remember who.
Now, do they go at it the wrong way? Some of them do, right? Like, I remember seeing that one video where it's like Swag was saying that he has gotten death threats and stuff like that, right? Which is completely uncalled for. But yeah, some people go about it the wrong way. But at the end of the day, though, the people who go about it the right way and say, oh, they're getting upset with you because you're saying, like you said, Battlefield doesn't need a BR, or, you know, the game needs a battle pass to succeed, or this or that, whatever. Yeah, that I understand.
But a guy posted like the new meta build for Battlefield, and the guy goes, meta build, have you met a girl? And it was the top comment, and it was so funny, bro. It actually was.
It was kind of funny. That's kind of funny.
I literally laughed out loud when I saw it. I was like,
that's kind of funny.
Okay, that was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, and I think at Battlefield, they don't like that stuff. A lot of the Battlefield community, like, oh, this is the best gun. And to be honest with you, I actually said this to Whips this morning. The interesting thing about Battlefield,
nope, sorry.
Every gun feels like it can be good. I don't think there's a...
Actually, I agree with them. Like, I have 30 hours logged on Battlefield 6 right now as of time making this video. And that's been like a week with over 30 hours of working, you know, I'm at the job. But for the times I've played the game right now, every class doesn't feel overpowered or underpowered, right? They all feel right in the middle, and they all feel smooth. And I think this has to do with the weapon proficiency perks that every class has, right? Like, the assault is good with assault rifles. The engineer has a proficiency with SMGs. The medics have the proficiency with LMGs, and the recon obviously with snipers, right? I don't think I've ever handled a gun or any shot a gun in the game that didn't feel right or felt weak comparison or felt overpowered to the point that it shadowed any other weapon, right? Like, and even in the weapons I got killed by in the game, I've been killed by multiple different weapons, like from the M433, the Scar has also been like that. Like, haven't really seen a gun right now that's been overpowered or underpowered.
I actually hate that word, by the way. And that's a lot of Call of Duty and Warzone shit. I really do hate that. Like, oh, meta this, meta that. I really don't like that.
Meta builds have ruined gaming for that.
Just like, personally, I think it's
online aspect.
I mean, if you think about it, like
I'll just say that like that'll be a whole different video I can make up. But like my whole point, the reason why I don't like meta builds is because for games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, where it has multiple different guns, people are gonna gravitate towards the one that just makes, you know, getting kills a lot easier and stuff like that, and basically just ruins the fun because everyone's going to be running the same damn build. So
years and years ago, when like old Call of Duties were out or something, like meta guns, like no one really knew because there wasn't like social media. You just kind of played with the guns you wanted. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't. That's the thing with Battlefield, man. I don't think there's a gun that's the best gun, which I actually think is kind of cool.
I mean, the MP5 is a little cracked, but no, really and truly.
Because every gun is good in its own way, kind of. So I do think that's good as well. But ultimately, like I said, man, for me personally, like I'm still enjoying playing Battlefield right now and playing with my friends specifically. I will say if I didn't have a group of buddies to kind of hop on with, I don't know how much I'd enjoy it. I mean, I hope the VR is good.
And yeah, it's understandable. If you have friends, and like gaming with friends can have a complete and utter totally different aspect of what certain games are, right? Like, try playing Left 4 Dead or Team Fortress by yourself, and then try again playing with a friend group, and you will have a very different time. Like, I have guys who play Left 4 Dead with, and it's so much different compared to how I play regularly.
And I know a lot of people are going to be mad that I
even if you want to take away the fun aspect, right? There's different strats you can use for actual like competing and stuff like that.
Want to play the BR, but I mean, just like they don't want the BR in their game, like. I don't really care because I like BRs and I'm glad they made one. So yeah. I want the BR. I think it could be an awesome BR and I want it.
if done well, if they learn from the mistakes of Firestorm, and again, if they don't take the resources post-launch from the core gameplay and actually just build it on their own time, I think they'll do well too.
Interesting thing. I think the most interesting. Oh yeah, let's go play Fortnitemares, dude. You're fucking right, chat.
I saw.
You know what else, dude? Battlefield should add cases. Chat thoughts, dude. That could be electric. You know what I'm saying, man? Halo.
Okay, so I'll rewind that before he talks about Halo, but cases. If you're talking about like how they were in Battlefield 1, sure. Like Battlefield 1's cases were never really that like egregious because it's just cosmetics like weapon grips and stuff like that, as well as double XP. Sure, I don't see why that couldn't be a thing. They've done it before. As long as they keep it like that system and don't try to copy something else, I don't think that would be a big issue.
This is chat thoughts, dude. That could be electric. You know what I'm saying, man? Halo really effed it up with not having a BR. Please don't get me going, bro. What's the...
No. Whoever said that, no. Halo messed up because the game literally had nothing else to do after you beat the campaign. Like they would, no forge mode, no theater, the game was literally just nothing after you beat the campaign. Not to mention it was going against Halo MCC, which was cheaper, and you get 4 games mixed into it as well. 4 full-fledged games, as well as the entire multiplayer aspect of 5 games actually. I forgot Halo Reach. But you get 5 games and everything what made their multiplayer so great mixed into one for cheaper. It was going to lose regardless.
Meta, can't wait for streamers to ruin the BR. Yeah, a lot of the gaming community, I think that a lot of the gaming community thinks that like streamers genuinely did ruin gaming. How about this?
Debatable because like there is a sound argument to be made. There are certain game companies in general focus on the pro and streamer aspect rather than neglecting their core audience. But you can make that argument more so for like online multiplayer games, whereas like for single player games, I have streamers dedicated to them. It's debatable.
Chad, how about I just quit gaming completely and I'm a gambling streamer? Then I can't, and let's just I'll make parlays. You know? Nate did it. Yeah, well, he's still playing. I'm saying, what if I just like full on, like, let's just train wrecks arc, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Play some the only game I'll play is Counter-Strike, and then I'll just rip some sports betting. I watched Matt spin those slots on Kick, bro. It's like, it kind of reminds me of you know what's insane? When all the lights and stuff were going off, I thought of like the arcade that I would go to with my son, like genuinely. And I actually sat there and thought about it for a second. I was like, are arcades casinos for kids? Like I'm bringing my son into this arcade where he can like
I haven't been to a good arcade in years. There used to be one in my town and it closed down.
Items for the tickets, dude. People are watching a streamer talking about how streamers ruin gaming. Like what? Welcome to my life, brother. Welcome to what my life is like, man. You know what I mean? Just become a React streamer. Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah. Listen, the Battlefield community was mad that I said that Battlefield needed a BR.
It has nothing to do with that, right? Like, it mainly comes down to, again, like what I said earlier, Battlefield was in such a bad spot where this is the one game where they finally got back on track, and it should focus on actually rebuilding that trust within the community before they start doing something as putting all their baskets in the BR aspect. That's really what it was. And the other thing too, which is coming from mainly from me, is that not every multiplayer game needs a battle royale to succeed. Like they really don't. There's a lot of multiplayer games out there that do not have a battle royale and they still succeed. And thanks to say like basically, Battlefield needed a battle royale. No, like there's an argument to be made for both sides, but ultimately I stand with the no side because again, it's been in a really bad spot compared to what Call of Duty's been doing, right? And that's not saying Call of Duty's been any better because look at their track record now. They have the lowest player base and everybody's been moving away from the game.
Rightfully so, man. They're allowed to be mad. You know, they're allowed to be mad. But definitely for me personally, for the replayability of me, I hope the BR is good. I don't know what I'm going to do, bro. Hop back on Marvel. What the fuck am I going to do, man? You know, TikTok ruined everything. True. Don't Call of Duty our Battlefield. I don't fully understand that.
Yeah, really and truly just play what you want to play. Like, I understand if you want to listen to your favorite streamer, but at the end of the day, find your own enjoyment and just play it. I'm playing both.
Like people like that, I really don't understand. Like people think because there's a BR, like Battlefield is a good game right now, correct? Like, am I like, hear me out here, right? Battlefield made a great Battlefield, so you have that right here.
It's just, again, the trust in the community is so fragile from what happened, the past couple of games. Battlefield 5 was mid. 2042 was a genuine bad game.
Okay, right here, in my hand. This is a good Battlefield that they made. That is BF6. And I think everyone that loves the Battlefield franchise is enjoying playing Battlefield 6. So what is the problem if they have this here, but then they have the Battle Royale here for other people that like Battle Royales?
Resources.
Because they already made a great Battlefield. I really am confused with that.
Resources and trust. That's literally what it boils down to. Resources and trust.
Logic. Because be like, it doesn't fucking need a BR. And I guess it doesn't because it doesn't affect the core base. Like you already have a good Battlefield right here. It's a
post-launch content. Really what it boils down to.
Right? I mean, do we all agree with that? They made a good Battlefield. It's because it splits the resources. But they already have the good. It's made. It's crafted. What resources they made the lumber. Like they used the lumber and they made Battlefield, and it's an incredible Battlefield. Updates. Oh,
yeah. Really what it boils down to.
BRs are outdated.
Debatable.
This is the shit that
debatable. Really and truly debatable. If you're talking about from a streaming and content aspect, then yes, I would necessarily say I would agree, because like Fortnite and stuff like that, yeah, it has a dedicated player base and stuff like that, right? As well as Warzone, but realistically, it's not in that big limelight as it was, how it was back in like 2016, 2017, 2018, and so on and so forth, including the lockdown. But as a game mode itself, yes and no. Because all Battle Royales play out the same, right? Like, you drop in a map, find the weapons, find the armor, survive, right? Yeah, it can look different compared, like, say, for example, Apex Legends and Warzone looks completely different, right? Fortnite and Warzone looks completely different. Fortnite and Apex is completely different, right? They can look completely different. They can play completely different. However, it's still the core gameplay of Battle Royales. Drop in a map, find the gun, survive, right? It's debatable, really. Like, I understand both sides of the arguments, and I can't really say which side is right and which side is wrong.
It really does get me going, bro, when people say BRs are outdated. Like, because math, I'm just gonna speak analytically. I'm just gonna talk analytically about BRs being outdated.
Me personally, I don't play Battle Royales that much, if at all. Like, I play it with one other guy, but besides that, it's not for me. Well, not really for me. I don't like the aspect of Battle Royales that much.
Analytically, I have been playing Battlefield since Battlefield 1942. Hang on. Battlefield 1942, release date. September 10th, 2002. So if you say that BRs are, and I quote, outdated, what does that make Battlefield, right? I've been playing,
Hold on. What did you just say?
Battlefield, right?
Oh.
Am I? What does that make Battlefield, right?
It's a game mode. Okay, no, this is the one part I have to disagree with Tim completely. It's a game mode. Like, hold on. A Battle Royale and a Battlefield game, or a Battle Royale and a video game, are completely different. One is a game mode, the other one is a game for said game mode. They're completely different. Warzone and Call of Duty are completely different. Warzone is a game mode. Call of Duty is the game. Battlefield is the game. Battlefield Battle Royale is the game mode. Completely different. One's a game mode, one's a game itself. A game mode can be outdated. The game itself would not be outdated, because again, the game is what is making the damn game mode. That's completely different. So this is the one part I have to disagree with on.
I played Battlefield 1942 when I was 12. So it's like, that's kind of the point I'm making. If a BR is outdated, then like in the same breath, you can't say that Battlefield is also not outdated, because the first BR that ever came out was the Arma 3 BR, which I think was, I'm going to try and pull it off the top of my head here, 11, maybe. That's the point I'm making. Like, people are talking, like, I keep seeing people say, oh, battle royales are overdone. Why would they do another battle royale? Like,
I think it's mainly coming to, though, because battle royales were popularized from Fortnite and Warzone, right? Like, not saying that the battle royale concept hasn't been, outdated, because like you just said, it came out in like 2011, which I'll look at that later. But a battle royale wasn't really pushed into the mainstream until Fortnite released, and Warzone released after that, right? That's what made battle royale so mainstream, and that every other game has tried to copy them to a certain extent. That's really what it comes down to. Like,
playing the same genre of games for years.
Yeah.
Like, I played Battlefield 1942 when I was 12 years old, man. I just don't understand when people say that battle royales are, like, what is the word that was just used? Outdated. BRs follow the exact same formula. Every BF has been different. Every Battlefield's been different.
Yeah, every battle royale does follow the same formula. I just explained it earlier.
Are you guys trying to like rage bait me for clips right now? Is that what's happening here? What do you mean every Battlefield's different, brother? Oh no. Oh, that's
in terms of gameplay, everything, yes, they are. They're completely different.
I feel like
if you compare Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 compared to Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, including 2042, they play nothing alike. Even if you want to go older than that and look at Battlefield Bad Company 1 and 2, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, compare them all side by side, they can play completely different, they look completely different, they even act completely different, right? So, they are, honestly.
Am I getting one guide? It's working, bro. I feel it slipping. I can feel it slipping. Dude, oh my God. I feel like fucking Gohan right now, bro. I can feel it slipping. Dude, I'm not going to get rage baited. I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for it. No. That almost worked. You almost got me. You actually almost got me there.
Yeah, even look at even if you look at certain gameplay mechanics, right, from what each Battlefield game makes it distinct, they are completely different, right? Like Battlefield, okay, for example, Battlefield 2042, when that released, for sniping, there was no zeroing, which was a huge complaint for the community. And they tried to do like that hero aspect where it's like one guy had the grappling hook, someone had the gliding suit, and so on and so forth, right? And then if you look at 5, the revive aspect of 5 was a lot different compared to 1, because in Battlefield 1, and including Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, you would just use the defibrillator and, or the syringe of Battlefield 1 and just heal people and get them up immediately, right? Whereas 5, it did it differently, where it's like the medic reviving the player who is downed takes a second, right? And even with 5 and 1, you had strategic conquest, tactical conquest, grand operations, those were completely different. And then if you look at even further that for, let's say, the flying aspect, including the tank aspect, there was the ammo counter now. For Battlefield 5, if you're flying, you literally had the ammo counter where if you run out of ammo, you have to fly back to the edge of the map and basically land low or go through like this little ring or something like that to fill up your ammo and fill up your abilities, right? And even another thing too, Battlefield 1, you had the dreadnoughts and those super things like the train in Ardennes, or the dreadnought in the that one castle map, which I'm forgetting its name, but yeah, no, overall, they have been completely different in terms of gameplay mechanics and how overall it looks. So,
we got one guide because I almost just went off on it, dude. Oh yeah. So anywho, guys, the main point I'm making, I will say this: I really do I think Battlefield is great. I think they made a great game. I think a lot of the Battlefield community is happy with it, and I'm personally excited for the Battle Royale, personally. So,
yeah, no, if it's good, it's good. I'm not gonna say, hold on. If it's good, it's good. At the end of the day, let's be real here. If EA does this correctly and does not allocate the resources to Firestorm and forget about the core gameplay of what makes Battlefield so great, and then they do not neglect the entirety of their core audience, which Call of Duty did, and actually, build it side by side rather than that one overlapping the other, I think this would be good. But then again, only time will tell, right? So, yeah, overall, Tim made a couple of excellent points, right? I'm not gonna, like I said, I wasn't gonna be completely saying, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about or anything like that. I'm not gonna say that. But he did make a couple of good points, though, right? But the one where it's like, the Battle Royale and the Battlefield outdated comment, that just made no sense. But yeah, like I said, I'll leave the original video link in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. Subscribe if you like to, if you're new to the channel, like the video if you like it as well. And yeah, this is the following. Catch you guys later.